Hey everybody, Brandon Mason here again with another Gear Lab gear tip video. Of course, we here at Eastmans are gear junkies. But before I continue, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, mash that subscribe button, turn on your notifications because we're constantly coming out with new videos just like this. So today we're taking a look at the new Vapor Series from Eberlestock. You see 3 different bag configurations and sizes that all fit on the F1 mainframe.
Let's get to packing.
We've been using the F1 mainframe in various options that Eberlestock offers for years. In fact, the first year that we ever used it, Scott Reekers and I were able to pack an entire elk out between the two of us on our back, 6 miles deep in the backcountry. I'm not saying it was fun and I wouldn't do it again, but the point is the packs, the mainframe can handle it. Eberlestock themselves has tested the mainframe to withstand up to 700 pounds before it failed. So needless to say, no human being is going to put it through what a machine could, and it can handle anything you put up against it. So let's get into the Vapor Series. They call these packs the Vapor Series because they're lightweight and tough. All 3 sizes, the Vapor 25, the Vapor 50, and the Vapor 75, essentially the numbers represent the cubic inches. So this is 2,500 cubic inches, this is 5,000 cubic inches, and this one right here in the middle is 7,000 cubic inches. Now everybody's got their own preference when it comes to backpack size and use. Personally, I know that the more room I have in a pack, I'm gonna fill it. I'm dangerous to my own body if I'm not careful. The Vapor 50 is a phenomenal pack for multi-day use. The Vapor 25 is phenomenal for day use. And so all 3 of them have zippers on the back side that zip to the mainframe, and you can use the mainframe straps to secure them even tighter and compress them for a more compressed day pack type feature when you're out in the field. Also, once you have an animal down or you're packing way more than maybe you should into the backcountry, you don't have to actually attach the bags to the mainframe with the zipper. You can have your meat against the mainframe, and then you can put your Vapor Series bag on top and then strap everything down. We've done it a lot and it works fantastic. When Eberlestock was coming out with the Vapor Series, they sent us some prototypes to test. Scott Reekers tested the 7,000, the 7,500, I tested the 5,000. And so you'll notice on one of our high country mule deer hunts where we used llamas and backpacks, it depended on the day and what we were doing with them. We have packs that resemble this, but they look just a little bit different. So the color configuration was different and some of the features on them were different. Now Eberlestock is really close on their prototypes, and we were able to use these final prototypes to provide some in the field, hardcore use feedback so that they could finish the design along with other partners that they work with and really come out with a dialed line of bags to go on the mainframe that can really fit any hunting scenario. I've used the Vapor 25 from anything for big game day hunts to even turkey hunting in the spring, and then of course multi-day options here. So as you'll notice, there's a couple different, there's different color options in the Vapor Series, but even within the bags themselves, they have the different colors on the pockets, on the front and on the sides. That really sets apart some of the features easily, and internally in the bags, they also have internal pockets that are a little bit different color. And it really helps you organize without being too pocket heavy. The last thing I want is a pack that has too many pockets, so I have to basically have a schematic just to remember where I put everything. For those of you that are minimalists, similar to the way I am, I want it lean and mean, but just enough functionality and organization to where I'm not losing some of the smaller things in my multi-day trips. So specs, I said lightweight, very lightweight, very durable bags. They have ripstop and they're coated with the water repellent finish. And so unless you're in an all-out downpour for days, they're going to keep your gear dry. Now you'll notice a feature that the 2 larger bags have that the little one doesn't is roll tops. That allows you to really expand this top out to maximize the use of your space. That's why I gravitate towards a little bit smaller one for multi-day hunts, because you can fit a lot of stuff in there and between the bag itself and the mainframe. Plus you can strap other gear to the sides of the Vapor Series packs. All of them have side straps. You can utilize the side pockets for spotting scopes, water bottles, coffee mugs, tripods, trekking poles if you're not using them. Really, the possibilities are endless. You can even, if you don't want to add a scabbard, which Eberlestock offers as an accessory for the mainframes too, you can even put the butt of your gun down in those pockets, strap it down tight for the hike in or the hike out, and it'll be secure. You won't have to worry about it falling off your pack at all. And you keep your hands free for more efficient hiking, especially with trekking poles. One of the things I love when you have these bags, especially the Vapor 25 and the Vapor 50 zipped on to the mainframe, is they are elevated just a little bit off of this base part of the frame, off of the shelf. And so it allows you, let's just say you want to go true minimalist, you're going to take the Vapor 25 in on say a 3 to 5 day hunt. Well, you better make your space count. You have your essentials that you want to keep either protected or dry or organized in your little pack. And then underneath there, you can stuff your tent, you can stuff your sleeping bag or your sleeping pad or whatever combination of gear, an extra jacket. That's another thing that's nice. Even when you have all of your camp and in your gear for the week in one of these two larger packs, you still have space for, say, a jacket underneath here for inclement weather moving in when you're on the hike. You don't have to open up your pack and dig out everything and mess everything up and repack it. You can just reach back there, grab your rain jacket, and quickly take off your pack, put on your jacket, and you're off and running again. Extremely, extremely efficient system. They also have molly webbing on the back of all three of them towards the top for lashing extra gear to them. I tend to use carabiners a lot, both on the loops of the mainframe if I'm not using those with actual mainframe bags that go on them, and also on my pack bags themselves. I strap sometimes my headlamp or sometimes my water bottle if I'm not using a hydration bladder. And so it just keeps everything accessible, right there, easy to find. This particular mainframe, if you're familiar with the mainframe, you may notice this one looks a little bit taller than normal. This is the tall mainframe. I'm 6'2", I weigh 210 pounds roughly. Depends on how many donuts I've eaten at the Maverick gas station in the last few weeks, but around 210 pounds, 6'2", and I really needed just a little bit extra shoulder lift. And so Glenn Eberle, the owner and designer of the Eberlestock packs, he came out with a tall mainframe that's 3.5 inches taller than the standard mainframe. And it just allows me to get that a little bit more functional shoulder lift that I was looking for, especially and sometimes you may not have your pack loaded exactly right. And that really messes with your balance and your comfort when you have your pack on, but the taller mainframe allowed me to cheat a little bit just in case I didn't have everything just right. So there's a snapshot look at the Vapor Series packs from Eberlestock that are new for 2021, and you got to check them out. They are definitely worth it. They are made to fit almost any person's hunting style and usage. And even if you don't have enough gear on your, like when I was using this on our high country mule deer hunt, once we were day hunting, I didn't need all that space. Well, with the compression straps on the side and on the mainframe itself, I essentially could compress that thing down to a really small day pack, and using these compression straps form essential compartments to keep my gear organized at different levels in my pack. For more information on these packs and a ton of other offerings that Eberlestock has, including clothing and sleep systems and shooting systems, I mean, the list goes on and on with the amount of SKUs that they carry. Make sure you head over to eberlestock.com. I guarantee you won't regret it.